Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Melissa and I talk about missing children cases on my channel. If you hear that noise, it's my daughter's tablet, which I'm gonna tell her to put it down right now so we can do this video. I think this is my first video of 2024. I think. I may be wrong, but I think. So, welcome to 2024. Oh my god, 2024 is unbelievable. We're in a new year. I cannot believe that. I am 1 month away from turning 36 years old. I think 36, 35. I don't know. 36. And in a couple of months from now, I know it's not July is far away. I'll have an 80-year-old. So that's that. Yeah, you know, because I have a daughter who has an attitude. So any mom that has daughters there, how y'all doing? I'm not okay. I'm not. But she's my best friend, so yeah. So welcome to 2024. I cannot wait. I hope this year what I really want to accomplish is to keep growing my YouTube channel. Hopefully have my own place, my own, you know, whether it's an apartment or whether it's a home. I just want a place for me and my daughter. You know, and have her home room and her decorate the room how she wants it. So that is my goal, to grow my business, my photography business, and you know, and just be booked every single month. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Guys, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like this video and also comment. So today we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Bianca Piper. And I'm getting the story from Stories of the Unsolved. I just found this website. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So early life. So Bianca Noel Piper was born as the youngest of three girls on December 26 of 1991. Her parents, Shane Tanner and David Piper, divorced in 1993, and David moved to Fredericktown, Missouri, to work as a truck driver. Shane began dating a man named Jamie Felter in October 2004. They moved with Bianca and her sibling to Floyd, Missouri. Bianca was diagnosed with ADHD and several bipolar disorder at a young age, conditions for which she was hospitalized. As a result, she suffered mood swings, paradigmatic anxiety attacks, aggressive tendency, and issues with self-control. She was to take several medications on a daily basis, and one of them, it was difficult to tell she struggled with her mental health. However, when off of them, she became disoriented and had hallucinations. And I just want to do like a little. When it comes to mental health, I suffer from mental health. I have depression and I fight anxiety. But I couldn't imagine having to deal with a child that has mental health and these type of conditions. I mean, it's just, like I said, I just having to take medications at a young age. I don't take medication personally. I don't believe in medication. I just don't believe in them. I deal with my medication in a way that is a way that I know how to deal with it, and I don't know if somebody else is like that, but I know with me, I deal with my medication, my mental health, the way I deal with it. Meaning, my photography business is my focus. My daughter's my focus. Doing press-ons now is my focus because that's how I deal with my depression. That's how I deal with my anxiety. So if you see some of my videos, I've always had, I always had nails on or press-on nails. I think some of my old videos I used to go do my nails every 2 weeks, but now I do press-ons. But I don't believe in medication, so I just couldn't imagine what it would be like when it's a child, and I wouldn't think it's easy. Imagine just, us as adults that we do suffer from mental health, we know how to deal with it. But imagine having to be a parent and deal with it. Ooh, I pray for those parents. I really do. At the time of her disappearance, she was in 8th grade at Wingfield Middle School, who loves horses, Barbies, and the color purple. Her teacher describes her as a theatrical talented, but with the mental capacity of a second grader, and was placed in special education classes. She was reportedly absent from school quite frequently. And I don't know if it's true, but I did hear that horses tend to help children that suffer from these type of depressions, any type of depression. There's something about horses that calm somebody's down. I'm afraid of horses. Don't ask me why, even though I had horses when I was young. And I'm from Dominican Republic, and there's horses everywhere in the streets. So I was always afraid of them. I don't know why. I want to not be afraid of them because my daughter loves horses and she wants to learn how to ride a horse. So I may accomplish that this year or anytime soon. But yeah. So we're gonna talk about the lead up to the disappearance. So at 6:15 p.m. on March 10, 2005, Sharon dropped her daughter off in Milkins Hills Road, a remote gravel stretch a mile from their home. Bianca had been having issue with anger management, and after having a tantrum over having to do these dishes, asked to be given some time to cool off. To deal with her anger, Bianca's therapist had advised Shannon to drive her daughter to a location away from the family home and have her walk home alone. The pair had tried the technique the night before and found it to be successful, promoting Bianca to want to give it another try. After dropping Bianca off, Sharon returned home to begin cooking dinner. And this is, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, why did she do this? Don't judge. Okay, don't judge. That's another thing that kind of helps me with my depression. Taking my daughter to the bus stop and walking to the bus stop and walking back. And even when I used to walk her to school, it kind of helped me. There was times that I would even walk to the store where I used to live because stores weren't that far from me. And that would help me. While she was at school, I would just walk it out of the house and it would help me completely. Yes, it's different back. There was different back then than it is today but hey, if that works for your child, I think you should give it a try. Should you do it? Should you let them do it by themselves? No. Well, I don't know about back then. I don't know. If you lived in this area, please let me know how was it back then living in that area. So now we're going to go up to the disappearance. 15 minutes went by and Bianca hadn't returned home. Worried, Shannon drove to where she'd been dropped off, but found the road empty. She and Jimmy then went door to door asking if anyone had seen Bianca. Unfortunately, no one has seen anything. At 8:20 p.m., Sharon reported Bianca missing, leading the local authorities to issue an endangered missing child alert. So now we're going to be talking about the search. Intensely, investigators believe Bianca had gotten lost, meaning she would like to scramble to express her in the below freezing temperature if not found. A 270 square miles search involved search dogs, investigators on a four-wheelers and horseback uncovered no clues. A search of local shades and other shelters delivered the same result. As such, it was determined Bianca had been abducted. The official search of Bianca was called off a week while citizen volunteers continued to look for any trace of her missing teenager. Sharon and Jamie were administering polygraphic tests. Both passed. David was also extremely interviewed at the time. Police did not consider anyone in Bianca's family to be involved in her disappearance. And in March 2005, the Carol Son Canochon Memorial Reward Foundation offered a $5,000 reward for information leading to Bianca's return. The family added an additional $5,000 to this total. In May 2005, police responded to a domestic dispute between Shannon and Jimmy. Shannon filed a complaint against her living-in boyfriend, but later dropped it after the two reconciled. Just a month later, Shannon was arrested and charged with assault to Bianca's sister, Tiffany. She alleged hit Tiffany on the head with a curling iron and threatened to tie her up and lock her in her bedroom. When disputes arrived at the home, they found Shannon on top of her daughter, holding her face to the ground and noticing a large bump on Tiffany's forehead. When asked how the disputes began, Shanna claimed Tiffany had thrown a glass dish at her and that she was only trying to keep her from harming herself as she stopped talking, taking her medication to keep her bipolar disorder and schizophrenia under control. At one point, I know I said that word wrong, okay? It's not going to be perfect. At one point, Shannon shoved an officer and reached for a piece of broken glass on the ground. To promote the second deputy to suit her with a taser, after which she complained with their orders. Following Shannon's arrest, her other daughter was sent to live with her grandmother. It's rumored a white pickup truck was seen near the pond on the property of nearly neighborhood on the night Bianca went missing. It's alleged that the vehicles was along with the water for a minute or two before driving away. The neighbor intentionally assumed it was someone turning around, but that changed after an instruction with Tiffany in 2009. It's alleged that the teenager claimed her sister was in the pond, promoting neighbor to contact law enforcement. Unfortunately, nothing came out of this tip. Bianca's image has been featured in thousands of missing person flyers and postcards that have been sent as far away as Maryland. And in 2007, investigators began investigating Michael J. Devlin, a PCR manager, for possible involvement in not just Bianca's case, but those of Charles Henson and Scott Colushato. Scott was 9 years old when he went missing for St. Charles, Missouri in 1988. While 11-year-old Charles was last seen in Moscow Mills, Missouri in July of 1991. David came into the police rear in January 2007 when Sean Hunkeberg and William Hobby were found alive in his home. William had been missing for 5 days, while Sean had disappeared 4 years prior. Both were held against their will by Dylan, who was secretly charged with and plead guilty to charges of kidnapping, child molestation. He was secretly given a life sentence. It was believed he may have been connected to other missing children from the area, but task force set up to investigate and have found no evidence at this time. Another person investigating for their possible involvement was convicted sex offender Paul S. Smith. He previously abducted a year-old Alessa Meyer, whom he held captive before shooting himself in a confrontation with police. He is previously been convicted of sodomy in cases involving a 10-year-old boy for which he served 11 years. Following his death, investigators looked into Smith's background to see if he was involved in other cases, including Bianca. And in 2012, Tiffany was arrested for selling 2 high school girls for sex. She placed ads online and invented adult mail to meet their pair at St. Peter's Extended Stay America location. Her arrest came after she herself had been sold into prostitution. She refused to give up the name of the person involved in her own instance for explanation. Bianca's disappearance is said to have changed her older sister in April 2014. Her accomplice, Damon Days, was sentenced to 5 years in prison, while she was later sentenced to 8. To mark the 10th anniversary of Bianca's disappearance, electric billboards were located along I-70 and Highway 370 Street, Charles County, Missouri. And in 2018, Lincoln County hired a new detective to work the case full-time. At one point, it was theorized Bianca's disappearance was related to the murder of Angela Mara Henson, who on November 18th of 1993, the young girl went missing on her way home from school and was last seen departing from the school bus. 9 days later, her body was discovered by a hunter tied to a tree in the Bush Wildfire Conservation Area. It is theorized she was left to die from exposure. An autopsy later revealed she had been kept alive a week, her doctor torturing and raping her before tying her to the tree. And in March 2019, a crime lab used CODIS to run DNA found in Angela's underwear and its matched 61-year-old Earl West Cost. At the time of her murder, family lived 3 blocks from Angela's school and had previously been charged with sexual assault on minors, which began while he was stationed in Germany with the United States Air Force. On June 15th in 2019, he was arrested and charged with murder, kidnapping, sodomy in relation to Angela's case, to which he pleaded guilty and currently serving a life sentence. Bianca's DNA and dentals are currently available for comparison should her remains be located. The case remains open. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office has looked into 100 leads, continues to receive 100,000 each year. On at least one occasion, they've called the family to meet a girl they believe may have be Bianca, but have all proven not to be the missing girl. And in 2021, Sheriff's Office created a cold case unit to solve Bianca's disappearance, along with other unsolved cases in the county. It is based on Franklin County's cold case unit, which was citizened by the Missouri Attorney General Eric Smersheet for his success since being found in 2018. So there are 3 theories of her case. So I'm just going to let y'all know what the theories are. The first, the primary theory in the case, which is supported by investigators, is that Bianca was abducted while walking back to her house. Given she'd been dropped off along a remote road, it's possible someone who knew the area came across her and forced her into the vehicle. The second, another possible explanation, is that Bianca got lost of her way home, given it was getting dark when Sharon dropped her off. It's possible she got lost in the bushes along the edge of the road and ended up scrambling to express her in the cold. However, there are those who do not believe Bianca got lost, including investigators. This is due to the fact that she wasn't that far from her house, and it was carrying a flashlight with her. As well, an extensive search was conducted of the area where she was last known to be, and nothing, including any signs of Bianca's, were found. And I think with this theory, the one I'm going to add also, is she did it the night before, whether it was night or day. Why would she have not gotten lost the night before? She made it home the night before. So why the second time around she didn't make it home? That sounds crazy to me. 3, a final theory is that Bianca's mother has something to do with her disappearance. Some of those who looked into this case criticize the family dysfunction as a reason why. Under these theories, it's possible Shayna may have done something to Bianca after her daughter got upset over having to do her chores and made up the story of driving her from the home to give her a chance to cool off. That could be possible. I'm not saying that it cannot, but what happened to her other daughter and how she reacted with her other daughter, that's not I don't think that should. I think it should be something to look after, but who knows? The aftermath, numerous legals have been held over the years. Sharon has since moved to St. Charles, Missouri, where she decorated her own home with mentors of Bianca, including photographs and her daughter's schoolwork. She also keeps two electric candles in her living room windows, as Bianca also always had light hanging on her bedroom. The family created the Bianca Noel Piper Facebook page to help her to keep the case in the public eye, and in 2009, David died of a heart attack. Tiffany has since given birth to 2 children of her own. Bianca's case was featured in America's Most Wanted. Case contact information. So Bianca Noel B. Piper was missing from federal Lincoln County, Missouri on March 10, 2005. She was 13 years old and was last seen wearing a lime green hat blouse, a gray Adidas hoodie sweatshirt, blue jeans, and white sneaker. She was also carrying a flashlight at the time of her disappearance. She stood 5'6" and weighed 185 pounds. She has brown hair, which she typically wears in a ponytail, and brown eyes. Her ears are pierced, and she has scars on her arms, legs, and one of her in abundance. She may be in need of medication due to her mental health issues. Currently, the case is classified as endangered missing. If alive, she would be 30 years old. Those with the information regarding this case should contact the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Either tips can also be called into St. Louis Office FBI. And I will put all that information under the description below, guys. That is sad story of Bianca. I really do think that somebody must have abducted her. Some nasty person with a nasty mind probably saw her and just took the opportunity. She was probably being stuck. She was probably being watched, and when her mom dropped her off, they're like, and they got her, and that could be one of the possibilities. But I really do hope that her families do get answer, and try get answer and figure out where she at. Like I said, I will leave all the information at the bottom. So if anybody knows anything, please go ahead and call. You could stay anonymous. I'm really surprised that this case is not solved, and I don't know if it's because it happened in 2005 or I don't even know. I don't know why, but I'm really kind of surprised that it's not solved. But hopefully it'll be solved soon, and and hopefully we could get answers for this family. I will see you as soon as possible with the new case. Y'all go ahead and have a wonderful Monday. Not Monday, Tuesday. And yeah, bye.